Looking out across our Osage Casino Skycam network, things are looking a little bit drier out there than they did overnight especially. It should be a pretty nice day for all of the activities going on this busy Saturday. Well, first here, welcome back to a taste of green country, our favorite time of day, honestly.
The best.
Today we're being joined by Hunter Gambill. He does everything. Gambill's Pastaria, distilling, coffee, a whole lot more. Hunter, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And you guys are busy. I mean, the pasta, that's what you guys are known for, but you do a lot. Talk me through how you guys got started.
Yeah, so we first started as a distillery over on 7th and Utica, and we still have that space, and we opened a cidery behind it, did tacos out of it. So we're actually expanding the taco side of things, and it's going to be a taco bar and brewery. That should open in July. But through the distillery, we've kind of grown into doing various different foods. We roast our own coffee. So we have a coffee shop that's transitioning into a Jewish deli in June over by Mother Road.
Amazing.
And so about almost 2 years ago, we started the Pastaria. And so my background was in food, and so I was kind of excited to share some of the things that I grew up on as far as like working in kitchens and things like that.
Oh my gosh, you do it all. So let's talk about the food. Tell us what you have.
Yeah, so today, first off, we've got our house-made focaccia. Everything that is a Gambill's project is going to be made from scratch. So, like I said, our coffee shop, we roast our own coffee, and then we also roast our own cacao. And the distillery, we also make our own rum. So when we're talking about our tiramisu over here, when we say it's homemade, we really mean it's homemade. It's got our rum, it's got our chocolate, it's got our coffee. And so that's a really popular dessert at our restaurant.
How could it not be? It looks incredible.
It all smells amazing.
And so, well, in that same vein, fresh pasta is a little different than dry noodles. Most restaurants that you go to and get Italian, they're doing like al dente dry noodles. Ours is a little different. We're like a New York Italian style restaurant that does Southern style Italian fresh pasta. So there's no egg in our noodles. That's more of a northern thing, northern Italian. But we've got our fresh pasta, which we sell in our market. So that's the basis for all of our pasta dishes. So I've got our mom's meat sauce here. It's a classic, just New York style red wine, tomato sauce with our Italian sausage, ground meatballs, all in there, and then we top that with a couple Italian sausage links, which is an add-on at the restaurant.
That is awesome. Man, I just love that you're able to utilize all the different aspects of the business. Like you were saying, you have the homemade rum, you have the coffee, you think of everything here.
And so we also do brew beer at the Italian restaurant, so we do some Italian-inspired beers. We make our own gelato. And same thing with the Italian sausage. We grind to do that in-house as well. Shout out to Matt in our butcher side. And so, yeah, today I've got something really kind of cool to show you on our fettuccine Alfredo. This is our our biggest, like what we're known for is like a house thing that's maybe a little different than other spots. So I've got our just classic house-made fettuccine Alfredo, and then in our restaurant, people love to add the Alfredo chicken parm to it. So it's just a riff on a classic.
That is brilliant. Well, should we dive in for a bite?
Do we have to?
I mean, we're going to make it small here. We've learned our lesson the hard way.
These are heavy dishes, so.
It's so fresh. It's delicious. It's just, I feel like with fettuccine, you can really go wrong and have it to be this too thick, or, there's just ways that you can mess it up. It's perfect. And I'll just tell, it all smells so amazing. Megan was saying everything about it. We have some pictures here. What have you seen, Hunter, just with the response? You guys have grown like crazy.
Yeah, so we're a neighborhood spot. My wife and I, we live over by the restaurant. We have 2 young kids, so we wanted to open a very no-frills counter service restaurant. So don't come in expecting a full service restaurant. You order at the counter, you get great service, but it's a little different than like going in and sitting down at a traditional restaurant. We have arcade games for the kids. We want families to be able to come in and feel like, kids can be kids. And with us living in the neighborhood, if you're in Midtown Tulsa, we're just over on about 20th and Harvard. Used to be in the Jim's Coney Island spot. So we wanted something that could become iconic and something that like people could go to day in, day out. So it's
just a neighborhood establishment.
Yeah, and so it's just spread like wildfire. People have been super supportive, and so it's just amazing to get that feedback from all of our guests.
Absolutely, Hunter. Well, thank you so much, and thank you for sharing the love here.
Thank you.
You can feel the love in all of this.
We're grateful.
Again, Hunter mentioned it, Gambill's Pastaria and Grocery, that's near 21st and Harvard, and that is just one of many, so we'll put that information on our website. Now, if you have a submission for anyone in Green Country for a Taste of Green Country, be sure to email me. That's kristen.weaver@griffin.news.